Hi there, students. Summum bonum. Okay, this is Latin. This is a phrase from philosophy. It means in Latin the greatest good, the most important good. And summum bonum is the concept that you live your life by in order to give yourself the best life possible. So the summum bonum, it can be defined in many different ways. For some people, the summum bonum of their lives is money, 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 money. But money doesn't necessarily make you happy. I think there's this concept that if man is a moral being, then the summum bonum of life is doing good things, is being good. And I think in many religions you can only attain the summum bonum of your life after death. That's when you go to heaven. And the question is, how do you get there? That's a more difficult question. Okay, so summum bonum, the highest good, the ultimate good. This is something that was introduced by the Roman philosopher Cicero. And it's the fundamental principle on which a system of ethics is based. This is the aim of all your actions, which if you follow this aim, then this will lead you to the best possible life. But for other people, they could say the summum bonum of their life is to have fun, pure hedonism. Wine, women and song is the summum bonum of his life. Okay, so I think there are different ways of looking at this summum bonum. So it's the summum bonum is the greatest thing, the ultimate end, the ultimate things that you ought to pursue. The thing that all moral values come from, the idea or the concept from which all moral values are derived. It's a principle of goodness which gives you all of the other good things that you're supposed to do. We could have also the opposite, summum malum, the greatest evil. And clearly there are a psychopath would be looking to do the summum malum. I think the summum bonum or the summum malum of a psychopath is the same thing. So it's the ultimate ideal in life from which all other good things come from. And it represents the concept of how to lead the best possible life. How to get the extreme happiness. So by aligning oneself with nature and living a virtuous life, one can attain the summum bonum and find lasting happiness. But that's only perhaps for Stoics or Stoic philosophers. The summum bonum, it's the purpose in life which, if you follow, then you will attain well-being, you will attain a happy life. The summum bonum of your desires, of your aspirations. So I think there are many ways of looking at it, and I think, what would I say the summum bonum for me is? I think the first thing is to make me happy, but the question with the summum bonum is how. I think spending time with the people I love, spending my time doing the things I enjoy, and not doing anything that I know is bad. So the Summum Bonum, it's the moral philosophy behind a way of life. So, for example, the story of Scrooge is Scrooge suddenly turns his life, the summum bonum of his life, from money, 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 give me money, to benevolence, generosity and kindness. Yeah, and then suddenly these things are the summum bonum of his life. Or one of the things society tries to trick us with is that if our income rises every year, then that is the summum bonum of our lives, and we get ever closer to happiness and satisfaction. But as the Beatles said, money can't buy me love. So, the summum bonum, the principle of goodness from which all other moral values are derived, from which they come. So nirvana is the summum bonum of Buddhism. And if man is a moral being, he has a duty to try to do the highest good, the summum bonum. So it depends what for you is important, and this is the concept of summum bonum. Formality, I think I'm going to give this a 6.5 now, and maybe a 7 in formality. Semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, or something formal. So summum bonum, the sum of good. Bye for now.